So we finally got some actual information from Kensei about raids. Yes, it has been so long. We knew they were coming way back earlier this year. Kensei even said so himself or hinted at them. But now we finally actually have actual talk about the raids. I was actually originally quite worried that it would just be a boss raid, like that's it, just a boss, like one big boss with like a bunch of cool mechanics. But it seems that that's not the case. Like it actually will be a big dungeon, and I'll show you guys just in a sec. But before we get into the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and now let's get straight into it. So if we come into the worldzero Discord, we can see that Kensai, yesterday, he talked about it. He said, Charms, this is a huge deal for worldzero. Are you ready? These are just some of what the charms will be. There are all sorts of different ones, enhancing specific classes, playstyles, etc. Yes, there is charms finally being added, and they're probably going to be drops from the raids, as we also know, as he says here. Also, raids are going to be one of the biggest features in worldzero has seen in a while. Now, that is a really big thing, because that just shows you the level and the scale of how big raids will actually be. I am actually so hyped. Boss fights will be with like actual mechanics, so you can think of like probably like how World of Warcraft has some of their raids, maybe even a little bit different, more of like a puzzle style, who knows. No click boss dead. This is gonna be amazing. It's not about how fast you can do the raid. That's not what about this is. This is about surviving, because yes, you will wipe in it, but I'll explain in a second. Entire raid encourages team play and different class loadouts. Diversity, this is amazing. I've been wanting this forever. So if we end up having to push the release date back a bit, I hope you guys understand. Yeah, that's just good. So let's just show you guys the video, and let's just get into it. So Kensei right here actually says that perks will have perks, or perks will have perks. My goodness. Charms will have perks, as you can see here. You'll just need to grind for a good perk. You'll get a fluffy cloud, let's say, with resist burn. You'll at least have a good fluffy cloud. That's interesting. He also then later down here says, and you won't be able to merge and pick stats like Zero Gear, because that was the biggest mistake this game's ever made. I don't know if I agree with that, but I can see where he's coming from. But anyway, here he says and talks about the raid a bit. He says, imagine throughout the raid, you're being judged by this Archangel, and if you get judged too much without clearing it, you die. Imagine all of a sudden, 10-player party needs to split into 2 separate rooms to defeat bosses in order to open the door to the next room. Imagine all of a sudden you're linked to another player in your party, and if you stray too far away from one another, you start getting judged. That's all I'll say, really. That is really interesting, because that shows right there that raids are not going to be just a boss fight. There's going to be multiple bosses. There's going to be rooms. It's going to be a dungeon, a walkthrough dungeon, probably really long, just like a raid should be. Super exciting. I am super excited to see the future of where this is going to go. I can't wait to be able to start grinding for perks, because honestly, like, wait, why is my main one not equipped? Brother. Because I'm honestly kind of stacked right at the minute right now, and I have not much to do other than grinding for my house, which was what I've been doing. I've been working on my house, okay? Don't judge, don't. But anyway, that is all the stuff we have for you today. Raids were supposed to come out this Friday, but he pushed it back to the 19th, and now I feel like they're going to get pushed back a little bit more, but it'll be worth it, guys. It'll be worth it. Anyway, see you guys later, and peace.